Well, it is Saturday and it is a beautiful Saturday, but I am in the office getting things ready for a very busy week at our law firm. I'm going to get ready to see a client in about an hour, and I was doing my notes and I received a question regarding the self-defense issue in Pennsylvania versus New Jersey. We answer our calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and a lot of our calls come in over the weekend. And we just happen to have this issue, and I thought it was a good issue that I wanted to talk about. So with regards to self-defense, it is obviously a very important issue. Any crime involving violence or the allegation of violence in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And the important thing about self-defense is that the law further defines it as non-deadly versus deadly use of force. And both Pennsylvania and New Jersey refer to self-defense as justification, a justifiable defense to an action being taken against another person who ends up being charged with a crime. Now, deadly force is defined as force used to bring about another person's death or cause serious bodily injury. And serious bodily injury is defined both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey as injury which either impairs or damages a major bodily function or organ or causes some type of permanent disfigurement. So that's how serious bodily injury is defined. Now, with regards to self-defense, remember that in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, you do not have a duty to retreat if you are in your home. There is no duty to retreat. In fact, you can use a higher level of force than what you could use outside of your home. So that's a very important distinction. Now, in Pennsylvania, they do have what's called a stand your ground law, which basically means that you are not obligated to retreat if you are in a place where you're legally allowed to be. New Jersey, however, doesn't have this law, and you do have a duty to retreat, even if you're legally allowed to be in that place. If you can retreat safely, you have an obligation to do so, which makes the self-defense argument in New Jersey much more difficult to make. So both states maintain it. Both states have it available as a defense. Remember, if your defense attorney asserts self-defense, the prosecution is obligated to establish beyond a reasonable doubt that the self-defense was not justified or was not reasonable. So once it is asserted, the prosecution the burden remains on them. Remember, the burden of proof is always on the prosecution, but in the case of self-defense, there's an additional burden beyond just the actual crime itself. So, for instance, in a case of aggravated assault, the prosecution must establish that an assault occurred, but then it must establish that the response to that alleged aggravated assault, meaning the self-defense, was not justified. So if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. I'm going to come out with a blog article on self-defense, explaining the difference between Pennsylvania and New Jersey. A lot of our blog articles, we're always breaking down the difference between the two states because we know that our clients are traveling between both states for work or for business or just to go to the shore, especially in the summer. So all of it will be available on our website, gambonelaw.com. It's a tremendous resource for you and your family. This past yesterday, we came out with our weekly e-update, which went out to over 3,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. It's available on our social media. You can sign up for the newsletter at our website, gambonelaw.com. Hope you're having a great Saturday. So once again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have a great Saturday, have a great weekend, and please enjoy it responsibly, and I will talk to you all very soon.